Well, I know a big thing in the church, right? And a lot of the churches that I experienced younger in life, they didn't talk. They spoke negatively against like counseling and things like that. And I actually think that part of the issue, the reason why we have so many people in church, and I'm even gonna specify like even in the black church, right? Like we grew up in a household where in a culture that said like what goes on in this house stays in this house, right? And that's a culture in a lot of our churches, there's a culture in a lot of our communities. Well, truth be told, in a lot of these households, white, black, and different, there's a lot of stuff going on, that shouldn't be going on with little kids and things like that leave trauma. And that unresolved trauma to me ends up looking or equating to a hard heart. You know what I mean? Putting up walls, protecting ourselves from being hurt in that matter, being promiscuous, like you described that slut walk thing that she started, right? It was taken back, like, oh, well, I'm just gonna, I'm gonna be a slut because I want to be a slut. You know what I mean? Rather than you making me a slut, right? That's a warped way of thinking, of to your point. You know what I mean? I get, you know, trying to take back your identity, but is that the most healthiest way? Like when your identity was supposed to be pure, when your identity was supposed to be, that you were a valuable, woman, a valuable person on this earth, And so, I think those are all symptoms of, a person having some hardness in their heart. And again, I'm only having this conversation on this show about that because the more I look at it, the more I spend time with it, I realize that's one of the reasons why it's hard for people to hear God.